What if I told you that one of Indonesia's most breathtaking regions is not built around its land, but around the endless blue ocean that connects hundreds of islands into a single living paradise? Welcome to Banggai Kepulauan, one of the most extraordinary island regencies in Central Sulawesi, Indonesia, where every horizon reveals another untouched island, every wave carries centuries of history, and every sunrise reminds us that nature still holds places the modern world has yet to fully discover. The capital of this remarkable archipelago is Salakan, a peaceful coastal town that serves as the administrative and cultural heart of the region. Yet Banggai Kepulauan is far more than a single town. It is a vast maritime civilization shaped by the sea itself. For many years, Banggai Kepulauan was part of the larger Banggai Regency. Everything changed in 1999 when Law No. 51 of 1999 officially established Banggai Kepulauan as an autonomous regency. This historic decision recognized the unique identity of the islands scattered across the surrounding seas, while the original mainland district continued as Banggai Regency. The story continued in 2013, when another important chapter unfolded. The Eastern Islands separated to form the new Banggai Laut Regency, creating two independent administrations that continue to preserve and develop the rich maritime heritage of this extraordinary corner of Indonesia. Today, Banggai Kepulauan covers approximately 2,448.79 square kilometers of land, but the true scale of this region cannot be measured by land alone. Its northern boundary meets Banggai Regency, while the Malacca Sea stretches across its eastern horizon. To the south lies Banggai Laut Regency, and to the west, the beautiful Pelling Strait separates the islands from neighboring regions. Every direction leads to another breathtaking seascape, making geography itself one of Banggai Kepulauan's greatest treasures. According to the 2020 census, the Regency is home to approximately 120,142 people. These communities are spread across 12 districts, 3 urban villages, and 141 rural villages, creating a vibrant society deeply connected by maritime traditions that have endured for generations. But the numbers become even more astonishing. Banggai Kepulauan consists of an incredible 342 islands. 5 of them are considered major islands. Peleng Island, the largest, spans approximately 2,340 square kilometers, making it the dominant landmass of the Regency. It is followed by Banggai Island, covering about 268 square kilometers, Bangkurung Island, with 145 square kilometers, Boken Islands, with around 84 square kilometers, and Labobo Island, covering approximately 80 square kilometers. Surrounding these larger islands are 337 smaller islands, many of them untouched, uninhabited, or little more than coral formations rising dramatically above crystal-clear waters. Together, they create one of Indonesia's most spectacular island landscapes. Even more impressive is the region's coastline, stretching for approximately 1,714 kilometers. Every kilometer represents another opportunity for thriving marine ecosystems, traditional fishing communities, hidden beaches, vibrant coral reefs, and spectacular ocean views that remain largely unknown to international travelers. Banggai Kepulauan is often described as an archipelago woven together by the sea. Although many official records classify the region into more than 100 principal islands, countless smaller islets and coral outcrops emerge from the surrounding waters, creating an ever-changing mosaic of land and sea. The ocean does not separate these islands. It connects them. It shapes transportation, culture, livelihoods, traditions, and daily life. Here, the sea is not an obstacle. It is the highway, the marketplace, the source of food, and the heartbeat of every community. Perhaps the most astonishing fact of all is this: the marine area surrounding Banggai Kepulauan is approximately 5 times larger than its land area. That single statistic tells the story of an entire civilization. This is not merely a place surrounded by water. It is a region where the ocean defines identity itself. Its rich marine biodiversity, productive fisheries, thriving coral reefs, and stunning coastal ecosystems make Banggai Kepulauan one of Indonesia's most valuable maritime landscapes. These waters support countless species of marine life while providing livelihoods that have sustained island communities for generations. Yet, despite its extraordinary beauty and strategic location, Banggai Kepulauan remains one of Indonesia's lesser-known treasures. Far from crowded tourist destinations, these islands offer something increasingly rare in today's world: authenticity, untouched coastlines, traditional island culture, crystal-clear seas, and a timeless relationship between humanity and nature. Banggai Kepulauan reminds us that Indonesia's greatest strength has never been found only on its largest islands or biggest cities. It has always lived within thousands of islands, connected by one ocean, one history, and one shared future. Sometimes the world's greatest wonders are not the places everyone already knows. They are the places quietly waiting beyond the horizon, where hundreds of islands rise from turquoise waters, where the sea unites rather than divides, and where every wave carries the enduring spirit of Indonesia's magnificent maritime heritage. This is Banggai Kepulauan, a hidden ocean kingdom, a breathtaking archipelago, and one of Indonesia's most remarkable destinations that deserves to be seen, celebrated, and remembered by the world. The story of Banggai Kepulauan becomes even more extraordinary when you look beneath the surface of its turquoise waters. This archipelago sits within one of the richest marine regions on Earth, where warm tropical seas nourish an astonishing variety of coral reefs, reef fish, sea turtles, dolphins, and countless other marine species. Every tide breathes life into an ecosystem that has supported island communities for centuries. Among its most famous natural treasures is the legendary Banggai Cardinalfish, a tiny yet spectacular fish recognized around the world for its striking black, silver, and white markings. Unlike many marine species that roam vast oceans, this remarkable fish is naturally found only within the waters surrounding the Banggai Islands. Its limited distribution has made it one of the world's most iconic endemic marine species, and a powerful reminder of why protecting these fragile ecosystems is so important. The islands themselves are equally captivating. Towering limestone cliffs rise dramatically above the sea. Dense tropical forests blanket the hills. White sand beaches meet crystal clear water, so transparent that coral reefs can often be seen from the shoreline. Hidden lagoons, secluded coves, and untouched coastlines create landscapes that feel almost untouched by time. Life here moves with the rhythm of the ocean. For generations, local communities have relied on fishing, seaweed cultivation, coconut plantations, and small-scale agriculture. Every sunrise begins with boats leaving the shore, while every sunset welcomes fishermen returning home with the day's catch. The sea is more than a source of income. It is woven into family traditions, local wisdom, and cultural identity. Transportation across the Regency reflects this unique geography. Unlike regions connected by highways and railways, Banggai Kepulauan depends heavily on boats and ferries that travel between islands. These maritime routes serve as lifelines, connecting schools, healthcare, markets, government services, and families scattered across hundreds of islands. This way of life has shaped a resilient and closely connected society. People here have learned to adapt to the changing tides, seasonal winds, and the vast distances that separate one island from another. Their resilience reflects generations of knowledge passed from parents to children, preserving traditions that continue to thrive in the modern era. Tourism also holds enormous promise. Visitors can discover pristine coral reefs, perfect for snorkeling and diving, peaceful beaches untouched by mass tourism, spectacular coastal scenery, and authentic island villages where hospitality remains a cherished tradition. Every island offers a different experience, from dramatic cliffs and hidden caves to tranquil fishing communities where life unfolds at a slower, more meaningful pace. For photographers, every sunrise paints the horizon with brilliant shades of gold and crimson. For divers, the underwater world reveals colorful coral gardens teeming with marine life. For adventurers, every island promises another unexplored destination waiting just beyond the next stretch of open sea. Yet perhaps the greatest treasure of Banggai Kepulauan cannot be measured by its beaches, coral reefs, or breathtaking scenery. Its greatest treasure is balance. A balance between people and nature, between development and conservation, between preserving ancient traditions while embracing the opportunities of the future. As Indonesia continues to grow as one of the world's great maritime nations, places like Banggai Kepulauan remind us that the country's true wealth lies not only in its cities, industries, or natural resources, but also in the extraordinary diversity of its islands and the people who call them home. Every island tells a story, every shoreline carries history, every wave connects generations, and every journey across these waters reveals another chapter of Indonesia's remarkable maritime legacy. Banggai Kepulauan is not simply a collection of islands scattered across the sea. It is a living masterpiece created by nature, shaped by history, strengthened by resilient communities, and sustained by an ocean that continues to define every aspect of life. It is proof that some of the world's greatest destinations are not the loudest or the most famous. They are the places that quietly preserve their beauty, their culture, and their identity, while waiting for the world to finally discover them. Banggai Kepulauan is more than a destination. It is an experience. It is a lesson in harmony. It is a celebration of Indonesia's endless maritime spirit. And once you discover its story, you will never look at the map of Indonesia the same way again. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing on a quiet shoreline in Banggai Kepulauan. There are no towering skylines, no endless traffic, no overwhelming noise, only the gentle rhythm of waves meeting the shore, the distant silhouette of emerald islands rising from the sea, and a horizon so vast that it reminds you just how extraordinary our planet truly is. This is the soul of Banggai Kepulauan, a place where nature still leads and humanity follows with respect. Across its islands, generations have built their lives around the ocean. Children grow up learning to read the tides before they can fully understand maps. Fishermen navigate open waters using knowledge passed down through countless generations. Families celebrate traditions that have survived the passage of time because the sea has always been both their provider and their protector. In many ways, Banggai Kepulauan represents the Indonesia that the world rarely gets to see. An Indonesia where cultural heritage remains alive, where communities still know one another by name, where forests, beaches and coral reefs exist not as attractions, but as part of everyday life. The waters surrounding these islands are among the most biologically significant in Southeast Asia. Coral reefs provide shelter for thousands of marine organisms, while mangrove forests protect fragile coastlines from erosion and create essential breeding grounds for countless species. Seagrass meadows quietly perform another vital role by capturing carbon, supporting marine biodiversity, and maintaining the health of coastal ecosystems. These natural systems are not isolated, they are connected. Just as every island is connected by the sea, every ecosystem depends on the health of another. Protecting one reef helps protect an entire chain of marine life. Preserving one mangrove forest safeguards countless coastal communities. Conserving one endemic species strengthens the balance of an entire ecosystem. That is why Banggai Kepulauan is more than a beautiful destination. It is an environmental treasure whose importance extends far beyond Indonesia's borders. Scientists, conservationists, and marine researchers continue to recognize the ecological value of these waters. Every new study reveals another reason why responsible stewardship of this region matters not only for local communities, but also for global biodiversity. Yet conservation is only part of the story. Human resilience is equally inspiring. Living across hundreds of islands requires determination. Healthcare services must reach remote communities separated by open sea. Education often depends on long boat journeys. Infrastructure must adapt to geography rather than forcing geography to adapt to infrastructure. Despite these challenges, the people of Banggai Kepulauan continue moving forward with remarkable perseverance. Their strength comes from cooperation. Neighbors help neighbors. Families support one another. Communities work together, because on small islands, unity is not simply a value, it is a necessity. As Indonesia advances into the future, Banggai Kepulauan demonstrates that progress does not have to come at the expense of identity. Modern development can exist alongside traditional wisdom. Economic growth can be pursued while protecting the environment. Tourism can flourish without sacrificing authenticity. This balance is one of the greatest lessons these islands offer the world. Sometimes development is measured by skyscrapers. Sometimes it is measured by highways. But sometimes true progress is measured by something much deeper. A healthy ocean, thriving communities, protected biodiversity, living traditions, and future generations who inherit an environment that is even stronger than the one before. That is the vision Banggai Kepulauan continues to pursue. A future where economic opportunity and environmental responsibility move forward together. A future where every island, whether large or small, continues to play its part in Indonesia's extraordinary maritime story. When people look at a map, they often see only scattered islands surrounded by blue water. But maps cannot capture what Banggai Kepulauan truly is. They cannot show the courage of fishermen who sail before dawn. They cannot reveal the laughter of children playing along quiet beaches. They cannot express the beauty of coral reefs glowing beneath crystal clear water. They cannot measure the pride of communities who continue protecting the heritage passed down through generations. Only by experiencing these islands can someone truly understand their significance. Because Banggai Kepulauan is not defined by the distance between its islands. It is defined by the connections that unite them. Connections of history, connections of culture, connections of family, connections of nature, and above all, connections created by an ocean that has never divided its people. Instead, it has brought them together for centuries. This is why Banggai Kepulauan deserves far greater recognition on the world stage. Not because it seeks attention, but because places like this remind humanity of something increasingly rare, that the greatest wealth on earth is not always measured by what we build. Sometimes it is measured by what we choose to protect. And Banggai Kepulauan stands proudly as one of Indonesia's greatest reminders that the future of our planet begins with protecting the extraordinary places that still inspire wonder today. Now imagine looking at Indonesia from space. You would not first notice the mountains. You would not first notice the cities. You would notice the ocean, an endless expanse of blue stretching across the equator, binding more than 17,000 islands into a single nation. Few places embody that reality more beautifully than Banggai Kepulauan. Here, the ocean is not empty space between islands. It is the force that gives them life. It is the invisible thread that binds every village, every family, every tradition, and every dream into one remarkable story. Every morning, the first rays of sunlight illuminate hundreds of islands scattered across the sea like emerald jewels. Fishing boats glide silently over calm waters. Birds circle above untouched coastlines. Gentle waves wash against white beaches that have witnessed generations come and go. It is a scene that has repeated itself for centuries, and yet every sunrise feels like the first. This timeless beauty has shaped a culture built on resilience. The people of Banggai Kepulauan understand that the sea can be generous, but it also demands respect. They know that prosperity comes from living in harmony with nature rather than trying to conquer it. That philosophy has allowed communities to survive through changing seasons, economic transformations, and the challenges of modernization. Their story is one of adaptation, one of patience, one of quiet strength. The world often celebrates places that are loud, crowded, and constantly changing. But Banggai Kepulauan teaches a different lesson. Some places become extraordinary precisely because they have protected what matters most. Their forests still breathe, their coral reefs still flourish, their traditions still live, their communities still treasure cooperation over competition. Their identity remains deeply rooted in the sea that surrounds them. This is a form of wealth that cannot be counted by numbers alone. It cannot be measured by gross domestic product. It cannot be expressed only through statistics. Its true value lies in healthy ecosystems, cultural continuity, social harmony, and the hope that future generations will inherit the same natural beauty that exists today. That responsibility belongs to all of us. Because once a coral reef disappears, it may take decades to recover. Once an endemic species becomes extinct, no technology can bring it back. Once traditional knowledge is forgotten, an irreplaceable chapter of human history is lost forever. Protecting places like Banggai Kepulauan is not simply about preserving one regency in Central Sulawesi. It is about protecting part of Earth's natural heritage. Every visitor who arrives here carries a responsibility to admire without destroying, to explore without exploiting, to leave nothing behind except respect. Sustainable tourism has the power to transform local communities, one ensuring that future visitors experience the same breathtaking landscapes that exist today. When managed wisely, tourism creates opportunities for local businesses, supports conservation programs, encourages cultural preservation, and strengthens community livelihoods. It becomes a partnership between people and nature. That is the future Banggai Kepulauan deserves. A future where development creates opportunity, where conservation protects biodiversity, where education inspires environmental stewardship, where young generations grow up proud of their islands and confident in their future. Around the world, there are destinations famous for luxury. Others are famous for adventure. Some are famous for history. Banggai Kepulauan offers something even more meaningful: authenticity. A place where every island still feels connected to nature, where every coastline tells a story, where every journey across the sea becomes a reminder that beauty is often found far from the busiest destinations. As the world searches for places that remain genuine, peaceful, and unforgettable, Banggai Kepulauan quietly waits beyond the horizon. It does not compete for attention, it simply exists with extraordinary grace, waiting for those who seek more than a vacation, waiting for those who wish to understand the true spirit of an archipelagic nation. Because Indonesia is not only a country of islands, it is a nation shaped by oceans, and among those countless islands, Banggai Kepulauan shines as one of its brightest maritime treasures. Its story is still being written, its future is still unfolding, its beauty continues to inspire everyone fortunate enough to witness it. Perhaps that is the greatest lesson these islands offer humanity. The strongest civilizations are not always those that build the tallest towers. Sometimes they are the ones that learn to live in harmony with the sea, protect the gifts of nature, honor the wisdom of their ancestors, and leave behind a legacy that future generations will proudly inherit. That is the enduring spirit of Banggai Kepulauan, a place where the ocean writes history, where nature shapes identity, where every island carries hope, and where Indonesia's timeless maritime soul continues to shine for the world to see. And perhaps the most remarkable truth about Banggai Kepulauan is this: its greatest treasures are not hidden beneath the ground, they are spread across the sea. The future of this archipelago is deeply connected to the health of its marine environment. Its coral reefs, mangrove forests, seagrass meadows, and fisheries are more than natural attractions. They are the foundation of food security, economic opportunity, scientific discovery, and environmental resilience. Every healthy coral reef acts as a living fortress, protecting coastlines from powerful waves while providing shelter for thousands of marine species. Every mangrove forest serves as a natural barrier against coastal erosion, filters seawater, stores significant amounts of carbon, and creates safe nurseries where young fish and crustaceans can grow before entering the open sea. Every seagrass meadow quietly produces oxygen, stabilizes the seabed, and provides feeding grounds for marine animals that depend on these fragile ecosystems for survival. Together, these natural systems form one of the planet's most valuable ecological networks. When one ecosystem weakens, the others feel the impact. When one ecosystem thrives, the entire region becomes stronger. That is why environmental stewardship is not merely an option, it is a necessity. Fortunately, awareness continues to grow. Government institutions, conservation organizations, researchers, universities, local communities, and responsible tourism operators are working together to protect marine biodiversity while creating sustainable opportunities for future generations. This collaboration demonstrates an important lesson. Lasting conservation cannot succeed through regulations alone. It succeeds when local communities become partners, leaders, and guardians of the natural resources that have sustained them for centuries. Education also plays an increasingly important role. Young people across Banggai Kepulauan are growing up with greater awareness of marine conservation, sustainable fisheries, environmental science, and the importance of protecting endemic wildlife. They are the next generation of scientists, entrepreneurs, educators, conservationists, public servants, and community leaders who will shape the future of these islands. Their success will determine whether Banggai Kepulauan continues to flourish for another 100 years. Climate change presents new challenges as well. Rising sea levels, changing ocean temperatures, stronger storms, and coral bleaching are realities affecting coastal regions throughout the world. Banggai Kepulauan is no exception. Yet these challenges also create opportunities to develop innovative conservation strategies, strengthen disaster preparedness, expand scientific research, and build more resilient coastal communities. Resilience has always been part of the identity of island societies. The people of Banggai Kepulauan understand that survival comes through preparation, cooperation, and respect for nature. Those values have guided generations before them. They continue to guide the present, and they will shape the future. Imagine what this region could become in the decades ahead. A global destination for sustainable marine tourism, an international center for tropical marine biodiversity research, a model for balancing economic development with environmental protection. A place where visitors leave not only with unforgettable memories, but also with a deeper appreciation for the importance of preserving the world's oceans. That vision is entirely possible because Banggai Kepulauan already possesses the most valuable resource of all, its natural heritage. No human engineer could design an archipelago with hundreds of islands scattered across crystal clear seas. No architect could create coral reefs that have evolved over thousands of years. No artist could fully capture the colors of a tropical sunrise reflected across calm waters stretching beyond the horizon. Nature accomplished all of this long before humanity arrived. Our responsibility is not to improve it. Our responsibility is to protect it. When future generations speak about Indonesia's maritime greatness, Banggai Kepulauan deserves to stand among the nation's proudest examples, not simply because of its geography, not simply because of its biodiversity, but because it represents a timeless relationship between people and the sea, a relationship built on gratitude instead of exploitation, on stewardship instead of destruction, on hope instead of fear. Every island reminds us that even the smallest piece of land can hold extraordinary significance. Every wave reminds us that the ocean connects far more than coastlines. It connects cultures, it connects ecosystems, it connects generations, and ultimately, it connects humanity itself. So when you hear the name Banggai Kepulauan, remember that you are not simply hearing the name of a regency in Central Sulawesi. You are hearing the story of hundreds of islands united by one ocean, a story of resilience written by generations of island communities, a story of breathtaking biodiversity found nowhere else on Earth, a story of courage, conservation, discovery, and hope. Above all, you are witnessing a powerful reminder that Indonesia's greatest strength has always been its ability to unite incredible diversity into one nation, one people, one maritime heritage, one extraordinary future. This is Banggai Kepulauan, a constellation of islands shining across the heart of the Indonesian seas, a sanctuary where nature still leads the way, a living testament to the enduring spirit of the world's largest archipelagic nation, and a place whose greatest chapters are still waiting to be written.